doctor by the name of Newton Howard, a billionaire neuroscience professor in Washington, D.C., is currently fighting a federal board over his right to display 3 massive Transformer statues in front of his home. Now, the neighbors are not happy about this. They claim that it is causing all sorts of unsafe conditions with people double parking, lots of traffic, trying to take photos of the Transformer statues. Here's what they look like, so you can tell that they're giant, they're attention grabbing. And I can totally understand why people would want to stop and maybe take some photos. I mean, you see people taking photos right there in that image. Now, Howard even has a Transformer on the roof of his home. And the way it got there is fascinating, okay? So if you're wondering how Howard or why Howard likes the statue so much, it's because the Transformers are symbolic of his own relationship with machines. He's apparently been researching how to end disorders like Parkinson's and Alzheimer's through a brain-computer interface. And so, and by the way, he's made a lot of money through a number of patents, and also he's a prolific private investor. So if you're wondering how he became a billionaire, that's how. Now, he explained to Insider back in 2021, the Transformers represent the coalition of men and machine working in harmony, but as distinct entities. We create robotic and prosthetic arms, and all of these things to compensate for damage. That does not make us robots. There are 2 distinct structures and creations, or at least that's what I believe, while there are others who believe robots will take over the world. Okay, so he loves robots.
Yeah, for sure. Look, we're gonna have a poll on this because I think this one is, for a lot of people, is 50-50. TYT.com/polls. Should he be allowed to keep it or not? Because the neighbors are saying giant pain in the ass. We can't even walk on the sidewalk. Okay, everybody's constantly here. Others are saying #freedom. The guy owns the place. You're allowed to put up your potted plant. Why can't he put up his statue? So what? He's being defiant about it. I'm going with him.
Okay, I'm not done with all the details.
But we're not done with the details.
Okay, you tried.
No. I'm just telling you. I'm telling them.
You know all the details. They don't.
No, I know, but I'm telling you, I'm with him.
Okay, all right. So I should also note that these were specially made for him. Okay, he commissioned them. So I don't know how much he spent on them, but he loves them. Okay,
it doesn't matter. He's a billionaire.
So let's go back to 2021 when the fight over these robots began. So in April of 2021, Howard's neighborhood board unanimously voted that he should not be allowed to display the statues in front of his home. And so there's apparently something called the Old Georgetown Board First, which is a federal board that has authority over public spaces in that district.
Yeah.
So there's some question as to whether these statues are placed on public land or if it's his private property. And honestly, the reporting doesn't really make it clear to me that it's private property.
No, it was drove me crazy about the articles I read too. Yeah, no, but people do put stuff out there on the sidewalk.
They do. Look, I want neighbors to just chill. Like, so that's the side of me that agrees with you. But I'm gonna admit, if you have something that's drawing so much attention that there are more people coming to our neighborhood, like more congestion, more human beings, I think I'm gonna vote against you.
Yeah, no, I hear you, and that's fair. That's why we got a poll, because I'm not sure which way people are gonna go on it. But I will counter with, let him go, let him go. Here's my argument. Look, guys, have you seen the houses that have the giant Christmas decorations?
Yeah, they're great.
Yeah, and you know what happens? A lot of times people drive into those neighborhoods to see those decorations, and there's a lot more traffic, and I'm sure it's a little bit of a pain in the ass to people, okay?
True.
Okay, oh, by the way, a Hindu temple was set up in my hometown in New Jersey, East Brunswick, right? And there was a lot more traffic in that area of town because of the temple, and people were super mad about it, and they said, well, we don't want a Hindu temple here, and it was probably partly because of the traffic, right? Maybe partly other things. But no, you get to have a temple there. And you get to do Christmas decorations. It's called America. And so
also, if the concern is, people are double parking and it's causing congestion, double parking's illegal. Like, shouldn't parking enforcement deal with that?
Yeah, and usually with these cities, they love giving out parking tickets.
They do. And look, I'm not a fan of parking enforcement giving out parking tickets, but unless there's evidence indicating that he placed these massive statues on public land rather than private property, I think I'm leaning in his direction. By the way, the reason why one of the Transformers is on his roof is because that board, the old Georgetown board, had basically ruled against him. And so what he did is he took one of the statues that was in front of his home, placed it on his roof, and then placed an even bigger statue in the place of the old smaller statue.
Yeah.
So now there's 3 statues, one on the roof, 2 in front of the home.
Yeah, I don't think that this, like the fact that he's incredibly wealthy doesn't really, I don't think should play into it, right? Whether you put up small Christmas decorations or giant Transformers, that's your business, not our business, okay? But I feel like people are like, oh yeah, this billionaire putting up these giant gaudy things. Okay, on the other hand, look, if it's clearly public land and they have ruled against other neighbors doing similar things, then I say, hey brother, this is the only time the fact that you're a billionaire comes into the equation. I don't know, buy another giant plot of land somewhere else and put the Transformers there.
Man, he really loves he really loves his Transformer statues. Like it's a little cute, I gotta be honest.
Well, number one, it's kind of cute.
Yeah,
number two, like of all the ways to earn a lot of money, trying to help cure Parkinson's and Alzheimer's is a pretty good way, okay? But most importantly, I think that he's thinking, hey, listen, you're coming for me, I'm gonna fight for myself. I want these things. I've seen the other neighbors do annoying things. Nobody ever got punished for it. I'm putting words in his mouth, but still, okay? And no, I want them, and I'm gonna fight for them, and I respect that.
Yeah, okay.
TYT.com/polls, you tell us what should happen.
And I want to be clear, my feelings on this story are not strong. I do not have strong feelings. And it's
Although
weird.
if it was your neighborhood and they were super annoying you,
no,
you would have stronger feelings.
But what you need to understand about me, Cenk, is that I am tasteful and I have excellent decorating and design skills. And so
this is things I must understand.
You must understand it. So my home would have what the experts in the real estate industry like to refer to as curb appeal.
Ooh.
I don't have a home, but if
you did, it would definitely have curb appeal.
Yeah.
God knows.
Oh, no. It would be Anna's secret garden in the front yard. Like I just have fantasies about gardening all day. I might quit my job and just garden.
Yeah,
you know?
I have none of those fantasies.
Oh my God, it'd be so much fun. Just pulling weeds all day.
You see, I'm the most unbiased man in America because I wouldn't bother putting up a single thing in my yard, but I still defend the guys who do.
We know, Cenk, you're a dude. I mean, I've been inside apartments belonging to dudes. Like, can't be bothered to put up a single picture. That's a blanket statement. I'm sure some of you guys are really, you know.
I'm sure some of you guys have giant Transformers in front of your buildings. So there you go. I mean, you want to talk about decorations. Thanks for watching The Young Turks, really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR. So those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.